Imagine having a conversation, practice touchstones and using your I statements. Being fully present when it's your turn to listen. Our community is building and healing through resistance. Truth Talk.
Yeah, that's what's up. Welcome to another Truth Talks. I am your host, Ed Genesis. Today, I am excited to talk to some young Black entrepreneurs, like young people that's doing big business. Imagine that, dig that. Before we go into it and introduce these amazing panelists, I want to go through the touchstones, and that's just a way that we have like an agreement coming together before we have a conversation, a respectful conversation with one another. And the touchstones are: be 100% present, extending and presuming welcome. Speak your truth. Identify assumptions and suspend judgment. Respect and learn from silence. Maintain confidentiality. No language of the soul is privilege over any other language of the soul. Value feeling as much as knowing. No fixing, no saving, no advising. Trust the healing process, your own heart, and the hearts of others. Listen deeply. When things get difficult, turn to wonder. And last but not least, always by invitation. Those are the touchstones that we use with TRutH, which is Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation, Kalamazoo. Truth Talks is a part of that. And here we go. Let's get ready to dive in and introduce these amazing entrepreneurs today. We have to start off with Ms. Wallace. If you can introduce yourself, please, and then you can pass it off to one of the distinguished young gentlemen. You're done.
Hi everyone, my name is Layla Wallace. I am the owner of Layla's Cool Pops, which is a nonprofit business, bakery, where I sell a lot of treats, and 10% of my profits usually go to the homeless. And my main mission for my business is to create an affordable housing for just anybody who needs it. And I'll pass it to DJ Boogie.
Hey, I'm Joel Fisher, DJ Boogie. I'm 12 years old. I go to Hillside, and I love DJing around the community, anywhere around Kalamazoo. I just feel so welcome here, and thank you so much for having me.
Hello, my name's DJ. I go to Maple Street, and I'm the owner of DJ Shoe Cleaner. And thanks for having me, Ed.
Absolutely. Thank you all for being here. Like I said this offline, and I just want to say it, especially while this is being recorded. I want this documented. This is exciting for me. This is like super dope. I know what all of y'all do, from just doing different things or talking to your parents and things like that, but this is an opportunity that the community gets to hear. And so we have to start off with the first question. Even though y'all already said that you're the owner of and what you do, let's go a little deeper then, if we can. So I've been hearing about Layla Cool Pops for years now. Let's talk a little bit more about that.
I don't want to answer any questions that you may ask if I get deeper.
It's fine. It's fine. You can go.
Okay. Well, it really just started with an economics project in 4th grade, and I sold these Oreo Pops, which is Oreos and has covered in chocolate. You can put anything on top of it. It's really good, even though it makes my stomach hurt, but it's okay. And after that, I knew that I had a passion for just cooking or baking. But then I also knew whatever I wanted to do, it had to help somebody else, because I knew I had this gift, but I wanted to be able to share with other people. So if I could do anything possible, that's what I was going to do. And so that's really mainly how my business got started. And I just had a passion for just helping other people, and especially the homelessness.
Wow. I think that's amazing that you have such a large vision of what you want to do with your business right now. Besides I made $50. I knew I liked money, so I wanted to just keep making money. like you have just such a passion for helping others. You just keep saying that, and just thank you for your service in the community and your entrepreneurship. I think that's dope. DJ Boogie, when I got wind of what you did, I said, what? How old? Is he good? I saw the YouTube link. Then I saw a few other things, and I was like, I'm sold. During the pandemic, you went live. You kept people feeling good, up spirit. I knew I had to get with you and see if we can collaborate and do something. But then I watched you just start showing up a lot of different places in the community. What got you into DJing, and what made you turn it into a business?
So it started when I was like 10, and I was just like in my backyard, and I think it was either my birthday or so, and I was like, because I was like all over YouTube and stuff, watching YouTube videos about DJing and stuff. I was like, oh, let me give this a try. So I waited until my birthday, and I got my first DJ board, and I was just playing in my backyard, and then I liked how this sounds. Like, oh, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? And so my mom was like, if you want to, you can DJ over here and try this basketball game at first. So I DJ'd at the basketball game, and I was like, I really love this. I want to keep on doing this. And it was like, I was just mind blown of like what this thing can do. I was just surprised. So after my 11th birthday, that's when I started getting into business. So after my second DJ board, they were like, after we buy this, you're going to be in there for a while. And I was like, okay, let's give this a try. So after that, I just fell in love to it, and it's always on my mind. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. You could tell it makes you happy as well, because just talking about it, how you light up. But I watch you in action, and you be back there dancing, mixing, it's sounding good. You got the whole crowd going with you. So I just love it. Please keep that going. So DJ, who's not a DJ, but Young Don Jr., has a shoe cleaning business. And I was excited about this myself because I do a lot of work with your father, work with your mother on community advocacy, do things like that. But talking with Don Sr. and him telling me, man, DJ wants to do something entrepreneur wise. I was like, oh yeah, like, okay, what does that look like? And then we started having a conversation, and he was telling me the different things and your passion. And I was like, what? I said, I wonder if we can connect something. And you know how that went. So that was amazing just to be able to have you. We'll touch on that in a little while, just the community work that you helped do. But what made you get into your business?
Cause back when I was growing up, my parents didn't let me have like shoes that was white because they always thought I would get them dirty. So I said, can like I just clean them afterwards and show you that I can keep shoes clean? And they were like, sure, whatever. And then they seen how good I was at shoe cleaning.
You took a skill and turned it into a business. I like that. I think it's hilarious too that you said, well, when I was growing up, like you young OG. Okay, I get it. I get it. I see where you at. So one of the questions is, and I'm very curious, because all of you all, your business happened so organically, like it just happened. It wasn't something that you searched for, or I think I want to make a business. Let me Google something and figure out what I want to do. It just kind of happened naturally for you. So why not a hobby? And y'all know a hobby is just something you do, you don't get paid for. Why not a hobby as opposed to being an entrepreneur? DJ Boogie, why not a hobby?
So I realized when I like first started doing DJing, my stepmom was like, "Yo, you know DJs make a lot of money out of this." And I was like, "Wait, for real?" And she told me like how much they made a year. I'm like, "You gotta be playing with me! Like you gotta be like." I was just like, "There's no way." So I was like, "Let me give this a try." So like after my couple gigs I did, I really liked it, and I was like, I want to put this to a step farther. So I realized that this is more like a job and like a fun job that I do more than like a hobby. Because I remember at one point I felt like it was a little too much for me. So I was like, maybe I could just stop DJing and just make it a hobby where I just DJ in my room. But I'm like, this is something I really love. I just got to go through it because that's part of life, you know?
I like that answer. Yeah, and DJs do make a lot of money. Um, I am a professional hip hop artist, and DJs are the backbone of hip hop. Like MC can stand up there and yo, yes, y'all, you can do that for about 2 minutes, and then you get booed if you ain't got no music behind you or something. The DJ come in and save the day, and that's just real. Um, DJ, um, what made you like? Okay, so I can clean my shoes. I know how to clean shoes and take care of my shoes pretty well, but I never thought about making it a business. What made you make it a business and not just a skill that you have to make sure your parents buy you more shoes?
Uh, what made me make it a business was like I realized like I went to school and I looked at my shoes compared to other people's shoes, and they said they clean their shoes, but mine was like it looked better, like it was brand new. I was like, hey, maybe I can make some money off of this and also help people clean their shoes so their shoes won't look dirty. And that's what like made me turn it into a business instead of a hobby.
That's that's a dope answer right there. I really like that. You said they telling you like I did clean them, and you looking like, man, I can get them way better than that. Like if that's clean, you should come see me. I like that. Okay, so Layla, the same question. Like, I know some people, they snack, they come up with all types of inventions and snack and it and tell other people ideas. But you actually took it to the next level. And it is not just about snacks. What made you like flip the script, so to speak, make it into something and deeper than just quote unquote a snack?
Um, my main goal was just to make an impact. I wanted to show people that no matter what you want to do, you can do it, especially being a Black woman. I feel like a lot of people put us down, and I just want to show people that we can do whatever we put our mind to it, and don't let anybody tear you down because you are amazing, you are great, and you're out here, you're on this earth to do something great. So don't let anybody tear you down.
Wow. You are 100%, 1,001,000,000% correct. I totally agree. I had no idea you was going to like break it down like that. That was like amazing. Thank you. That was wow. Um, Making an impact. That's very important. Um, and so I'm gonna go off script real fast. And not that it's a script, but we do have an agenda. But here we go. So when I was young, I do remember people starting like candy stores, um, lemonade stands that didn't last. This was like just for a month, make enough money, spend it on whatever, like bunch of candy. I also remember some people that really stuck with some things, and I always admired that. Um, so a single mother raised me in Gary, Indiana, and I would do things like I delivered papers when I was probably like 9, 10 years old for the Post Tribune. I rake grass, shovel snow. I had the entrepreneur spirit, but that was like more of a hustler. it's and by that I mean like I would rake grass or also wash a car. I didn't have a definition for what I was doing. I wasn't technically an entrepreneur yet. I was just doing entrepreneurial things, so to speak. So I got it, but I also witnessed that without the proper encouragement or support, or to be able to ask a person a question, you can do a bunch of odd jobs and be the handy person in the neighborhood. And I can still be raking grass and washing people's cars. Or somebody can actually talk to you about you have a skill set that you can do this with. And that's what I was told about my music, but that came way later on in life. And I had already made a bunch of mistakes by then. How important is it to have support and encouragement when making the leap to become a young entrepreneur? Layla, I want to ask you that first, especially with how you just answered that last question. That was making an impact. Yes. How important is it to have support and encouragement?
It's definitely a lot to have a support from a lot of people. Maybe not even a lot of people, just that one person to support you, because mentally you need to be prepared. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be just a whole bunch going on. You have to have those people to keep you going, keep you grinding, because it's not going to be easy. But then they have to be able to tell you, and they have to be able to support you. So then you know that it's okay. I'm going to get there someday. People are going to see me be on top. I'm going to have that multi-million-dollar franchise. And, that's all. Like, you can do it. So that's why I feel like having support, they just show you how much you can be and what you can be.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. DJ Young Don. Got two DJs on the line. So hold on, DJ Boogie. DJ Hemfield. How important is it to have in support and encouragement?
It's important to have like support and encouragement, because like sometimes like you stress, you like get off of school and then you come home, you gotta do something like clean your shoes or something, and you want to give up. But when I got my mom and dad, they tell me, "Come on, you can do this," and I just push through and I keep going, and I know one day I'm just gonna be there on top.
I like that. I like that. You both said the same thing of and I think that's what encouragement is, because it has that root word courage in it. And that's having, the heart or being brave enough to face something. But sometimes we don't have the best days all the time. And so we do need sometimes somebody saying something. DJ Boogie, how important do you think that is to have support and encouragement?
Yeah, so I think having someone that always is there, like, and is always supporting what you do, no matter what the choice, they won't put their mean opinion, if they have one, about you. So like having someone that has your back through the whole process is like, it's so much help. Like, no, there's so many times where like I wanted to this, like, I do not want to do this today. I just can't. And like someone there, like, come on, you gotta do this. It's your events in a couple more weeks. You gotta stay strong. You gotta keep on doing the things that are not the best, but if you do them, it could lead to the best of what you're gonna do.
I like that. I like that. Thank you. And then you all talked about the winning part. Like encouragement and support is important because I'm trying to win. I'm trying to be on top. I really like that, to be the best, to be on top, to have that multi-million-dollar franchise empire. That's all about winning. So I totally agree. You have to have encouragement and support when doing things like this. So with that, what type of challenges have you faced in preparing, either preparing or while you have been doing your business? What type of challenges have you faced, young Don, DJ, Hempfield?
Some challenges I faced is like, cause at first, business was kind of slow, cause everybody's like, man, who is this? He can't clean shoes, he can't do nothing. And then that was a challenge I had to face. Another challenge is I'm always tired, cause I got a busy schedule, so I'm tired almost every day.
You touched on something very real with that tired part. I know that myself from being an entrepreneur. You got to be self-motivated. You know, you don't have a boss calling you and saying, you know, you got to have this done. You got to be the person that, so encouragement and support is great, but at the end of the day, you have to be the one doing it. So yeah, that's real. Layla, what type of challenges have you faced, if any?
Mostly I think just keeping that money coming. You know, you can't do anything without money. It's sad to say, but having like my supplies and just all this certain aspects to go into business, if you don't have money, you can't do it. And then something more personal on the personal level, just keeping my grades up, having time to even do my business, also being an athlete. Plus, another challenge was I was bullied and I never really wanted to talk about my business. Like it made me feel like I was going to get judged. And so I just had like a lot of mental issues. Like mentally, just wasn't prepared to tell people or be excited because I was drained by other people and their opinions. And so I think that was a big challenge for me to keep going with my business.
Wow. You just touched on something so real. Thank you for your vulnerability and your transparency of just saying, like, that's very real, because people can be very discouraging sometimes. Um, oh man, everybody do that. Or like DJ said, who are you? And I don't know why you have to, it's the craziest thing. You have to build a name up for people that shop at the most regular stores in the world. They don't shop at exclusive stores and buy $100 sugar or, you know, $75 flour or $85 bread. They buy the same bread, same thing. But if you come up to them and say something, a lot of times those same people will say, well, who are you? And it's like, well, who was the person that made the bread? Like, who's the person that created the sugar? You just get things off the shelf if it's there, and they don't even have to have that. And a lot of times, those are the challenges that made me stronger along the way, because it was like the discouraging no's that was like, it hurt in the beginning, but coming back around that corner was like, oh, okay, I get it now. I have to show you that I should be on that shelf too. And then they don't care. And it's like, that's the weird part. But people can be hurtful while you're trying to not be regular and not fit in. Anytime you don't want to fit in and go with the flow, you can go through a lot of criticism and judgment, it seems like, just for wearing your hair different. Or if I decide to, I wore pearls to school. Let me tell y'all that story. To high school, the first time I ever saw pearls in real life, my aunt had a set of pearls. I thought they were pretty. I didn't think of gender roles as far as a set of pearls. I just thought precious jewels, or whatever they classified as. I thought anybody. So I wore them to high school in Gary, Indiana, and I felt confident enough to wear these. I also thought in the back of my mind that if somebody says something or tries to tease me, then I was ready to go somewhere else with it. But that was me wanting to embrace my difference, so to speak. because I had already been questioned and teased, and why do you do this? Why you talk like this? And I just quit caring after a while. Like, you know what? This is me, and it might seem weird to you, but it's me. I'm left-handed, and people will tease you about that, and that's the craziest thing in the world. It's like I didn't pick what hand to write with. I'm just left-handed. So thank you for your bravery, Layla, in not giving up and facing that adversity and still keeping going, because so many people are like, I guess you're right. Maybe I'm not anything. Maybe I shouldn't be dreaming. Let me go get a job where you work and feel bad about life. Um, that happens a lot, a lot, a lot. People kill dreams, sadly. DJ Boogie, same question.
Yeah, so there was definitely like this wasn't too long ago where I practiced so hard for this event, and one of the people that I came to, like, I didn't felt the best answer for what I've done, you know? So like no matter how hard I worked, like they kind of just shut that down and basically saying what you didn't do correctly. And that was like a backstab. And I was like, you know, that would really hurt because it's like you're building Legos all day in your room, and then before you even gonna say, hey, do you guys like this project, someone walks in and destroys it. So, and that really brings you down to, well, I got a bunch of Legos on the floor, I don't feel like rebuilding it because I already did all this work only for someone to not see how good I did, you know. And definitely sometimes my anxiety builds up and I start to have this like stutter problem, and then that kind of just falls apart. I'm just like I'm not even saying words at some points, but whenever I'm in my groove and like the music takes over, I feel really good, and somehow the words just fly out my mouth, you know. So, yeah.
Yo, you all are so like what they call it, real. That's a thing. That's funny, but it's a thing where so and so is so real, and it's so real because the average person is not. A lot of people mask pain, hurt, vulnerability, and they're not transparent. Y'all just bringing it and just being dope. I really appreciate that because I stuttered whenever I lost my cool growing up, and a lot of people didn't know why, and I would be real flustered. My way of masking that was anger. The more I lashed out, nobody can make fun of me for being not being able to say what it is I'm trying to articulate, and that leads to a lot, you know. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all because it's like y'all talking about the human aspect, not you go here, you do a DBA, you spend $50, and you too can be an entrepreneur. Like y'all talking about the human quality aspect of why y'all will be even more successful than you already are now because you have such beautiful souls and you just shine so bright. Proudest moments. We got the haters out the way and talked about the people that tried to knock, but y'all got over that. We here. What's some of the proudest moments? Layla, what's a proud moment or multiple proud moments if you want?
I think my top one right now is I purchased a 4-unit housing unit. So now I have 3 people living in that unit, and I possibly should have another one by this end of the school year. And I'm just really proud of myself because I've been working my butt off so hard, and so I don't know.
We need a you have inspired me. I'm gonna have to talk to the people at TRutH, Emily Francis, and see about we need like confetti I need some like orange, blue, white confetti for things like that to throw up. And then I need like a horn. Or we need some like extra things. That is so amazing. Congratulations. Like, wow, that is a proud moment. Congratulations. That is dope. Wow. Same question, DJ Boogie, proud moment.
So I think basically the best moment is like whenever like I'm done DJing and me just looking at where I've been and what I've done and walking off that stage or wherever I am and saying, I killed this, you know? Like I can feel it in my heart, and I know like the rest of the day, the rest of my time living, I can just say I've done some amazing things in my life, you know, that some kids my age maybe didn't get that opportunity or they missed a chance from some event or in their life, you know? So this feeling that gift, it's the proudest thing I've felt. So yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Thank you for that. Like the gift that keeps giving. I like that. Young DJ, what's a proud moment for you?
A proud moment for me was probably when I got my first check.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's a good feeling. A lot of stores back in the day used to put their first dollar that they made on the wall. I don't know if they still do stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm old school. But I used to see a lot of stores or a lot of restaurants, they would have their first dollar on the taped on the wall, like a proud moment of they actually made something and did something. Y'all got me like, I knew this was gonna be an exciting talk because it's always exciting to talk to young people that's, like Layla said, making an impact. Like y'all can be doing a lot of different things. I did corn detasseling. I did that. That was pretty cool, but it wasn't my business. You know, it wasn't my business. I made a check, but to be an entrepreneur, I just think that that's so dope. So one of the questions on the agenda is, what is important to you being a young Black entrepreneur? Like what? Let me rephrase that. So I'm sure y'all are familiar with you got positive and negative. So y'all would be like shining examples of what doesn't go on a lot. But a lot of times those opportunities are not, people choose from and make decisions from the only options that they have in front of them sometimes. And a lot of people don't have certain opportunities. They're not there like that. But that doesn't speak for a whole group of people. You know, it's not everybody under the age of whatever don't know whatever. You know, you hear a lot of what they call ageism. So you hear a lot of adults making decisions for young people and saying the youth should have something like this and we should do this for the youth. And oftentimes not hearing actually from the youth. But when you accompany that with race, because that is a real thing, how important do you think it is to be young, Black, and an entrepreneur? We can start with Don, young DJ.
I think it's very important because you get to see like what's going on around the world, and you also get to pick up some life skills that will stick with you forever.
That's an important answer, especially the life skills. Life skills we go deeper in that in a minute because you just touched on something with that life skills. I want to keep it moving on the question, and then we're gonna circle back on that life skills in just 1 minute because I think all of you all bring something. Just wait a minute. DJ Boogie, same question. How important do you think that is?
I think it's very important because whenever so a lot of African Americans, back when everything was segregated and slavery and all that, a lot of the African Americans were working for people with more wealth. And so I like to see like other black kids and brown kids in my community starting their own business from the bottom and all the way to the top. So definitely starting from nothing and going to at least having some money in your savings and then be able to have your own business showing society. I don't know if I said that right, but society, if showing it that yes, no matter who you are, wherever you came from, you can be on the top of the list. So,
That's right. That's right. That's right. So basically, and I want to touch on that too, but you lifted up basically breaking through some of those barriers. Like it's not that I'm limited, but that I actually can do the same things anybody else could do. I I like the way you frame that because there is no limit to black and brown. Layla, same question.
You guys kind of talked about what I was going to talk about, but I mainly just wanted to show people who always have this bad image for like black people or just different cultures in general that we're not angry, we're not always getting ourselves in trouble, that we can do more, we can just, be creative. And also just show black entrepreneurs or people who want to be entrepreneurs that there's always a way out. Even if you're struggling now, there's you can do it. You can get out of whatever situation if you just put your mind to it, if you put some work to it. Yeah.
That's so real. Wow. Okay. So let's circle back around because all of y'all just dropped some what I call jewels. Um, so we gotta break this down. So life skills. Um, most colleges, and I learned this from a college professor that was making a lot of money in their role, but also told me early on when I was doing the first steps of becoming an entrepreneur was most colleges are set up to teach you how to work for somebody else. When you graduate and get your certificate, you have the training and the skills to apply to work somewhere else. And that blew my mind. And I was like, wow. And especially from a person that like they were teaching in college at the time, loved their job, was making great money, was not trying to discourage me from going, but did not want me to lose sight of what I really was doing in my path and let me know that. And I thought that was amazing. To just it wasn't amazing at first because I had to process like how many people go to school and are in debt, a large amount of debt, and still have not secured what it is they're trying to do. I know people that have masters in certain areas but are not working in the field that they have the masters in as of right now. Young Don DJ spoke on life skills. So life skills are things that we can use. You can literally, all of y'all can go anywhere in America and do the same thing that you're doing because of the life skill and the entrepreneur, the type of business that you have, the type of spirit that you have of being a winner and having that successful path and journey that you're on, but also you have picked up a skill, a life skill that can get you paid when nobody else, when there's a so-called recession, when everybody else is being laid off or anything else like that, you all can keep going. How important is that? And I have to combine it. I have to combine that with Layla spoke on how often people say, well, the black kid, especially like right now in Kalamazoo, young black men are responsible for shooting. And then they say that like just flippantly sometimes. And it's like, wait a minute, back that up. Let's unpack that. That can't be true. Because I know young black men and none of them have guns. So who are you talking about? When narratives are put out there like that, and then it's picked up by media or picked up by people who don't know and it's repeated, it becomes like what they call the dominant narrative. So Layla spoke about a counter narrative. I'm doing this and I know that it crushes stereotypes. I know that my success wipes away the lies that's being told. It gives me the opportunity to stand here and say and debunk some of the rumors or myths. That's powerful. So to link that with life skills and the fact that you all are able to crush stereotypes, this is what they call a loaded question. They get on me about this all the time. They say that's a little loaded, and I know it, and I do it on purpose. And so here we go. It's a loaded question. How important did, because y'all got a life skill and you are crushing, like for real, changing the future right now. People work on racism, policies and stuff like that all the time. How important is the role of what you're doing right now impacting the future and the city in which you live in, the city and the county in which you live in? Or do you know? And that's, I think y'all know y'all impacting the community in the city. Like you've already been conversations. You've already been, people want to see what more can they do to support and things like that. But I'm asking, especially to have a life skill and know that you don't have to depend on what somebody else created, and you're young and black, so you're crushing stereotypes. I want to say as an adult, the future looks bright, knowing that y'all are next and like doing things like this. But how confident do y'all feel about, I don't know, that's not the right word, not confident. Y'all know you're the future. You know you got a life skill. You know you're crushing stereotypes, but how powerful does that feel? I guess I'll say, Layla, I'm bubbling to know how powerful. I've been wanting to ask you since trying to frame this question. Honestly, how powerful does that feel, or does it feel powerful?
I'm gonna be real honest. I don't feel powerful yet because I know I can do more. I know I can make a bigger impact. And there's so much more I can do. I'm not done yet. I'm waiting to show. No, I'm not even waiting because I'm going to be there soon. But I'm just so excited to show people like this is who I am and this is what I did. And then be able to elevate it and show people now this is where you can be.
Wow. Okay, so if you don't see yourself as all the way powerful yet and know that you have some growing to do, I'm honored to be able to know you at this stage, because wherever you take it, I want to be able to say, oh, I know her. I know, like, seriously, I know her. Like, hey, Layla, it's me, it's me. While you getting in the limo and whatever. That's wow. I love the humility of that too, to say, well, you don't see yourself as that, but we do in the community. I wanna let you know we definitely see you as a powerful force that's definitely making an impact and trailblazing. And thank you. Young DJ, young Don. We had to start thinking of something. Just think of a name. Say Lil Don. No, you DJ. How powerful do you feel? Know that you're, especially the work that your father and your mother does, with the Parents United. And Layla, I almost should have asked you that same thing, because you have that, all of y'all, because I know all of y'all's peoples, all of y'all have that level of consciousness to know, y'all know what's going on in the city and some of the things. I mentor for a lot of young people that was in Lakeside, the Juvenile, Star Commonwealth in Albion. Some of them did things, some of them did not do things. It's, I don't know, it's just, but that stereotype, young DJ, how powerful do you think it is with all of the positive things that you do, and the fact that you do have a life skill that can get you paid, and you also are breaking stereotypes and a lot of other things. How does that feel? How powerful does that feel? Or does it?
It's pretty powerful knowing that I'm like breaking things that have been going on for like hundreds of years. People thinking that black people only like are bad. They're they only like do things. They're always in trouble. It makes me feel powerful knowing that I can change that and knowing that I am changing it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, especially like it's Black History Month now, and we chose to do something like this on purpose. Emily and I were talking about, well, you know, what's one of the topics that we wanted to discuss that would, we didn't want to be cliche. I didn't want to get on here and just talk about the same things that everybody talks about all the time. Like, let's talk about Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, and you throw in one of the bonus ones. But it's like the same. And it's like, we have to know the work that they did. Definitely, absolutely, period. The ancestors did so much in order for us to even have this conversation now and not fear of being lynched, arrested, a lot of other things. So I'm very appreciative of that. But if we don't celebrate the future, then we're always looking behind us and never in front of us. And I believe in order to look in front of us is to actually sit down and listen to the young people that's making differences now. So, DJ Boogie, how powerful do you feel being a young Black entrepreneur with a life skill that you can go right now to Milwaukee or Ohio or Pennsylvania, just, and you can get money? How important is that? And you're breaking those stereotypes. And how powerful does that feel, if at all?
Yeah, it feels very powerful because like I know that all of us are changing the community. So like with the power that each one of us has, we can like, I kind of see it as us rising together. And so basically I can always go to DJing if whatever situation I am. So like I know that, oh, family members not doing so well on money, let me get a gig and let me give them some of my money, or like feeling that power, it feels really good because I know that I earned every bit of it, you know?
That's real dope that all of y'all have such a positive outlook on who you are and what you're bringing to the community. So I said I wasn't gonna go here, offline, but I feel like I have to. It's calling me. They have something called the school to prison pipeline, and they have entrepreneurs that invest in prisons. And the same way Layla said she has the 4-unit place, they have places with 300 and more units. And they're plotting on, they use third grade test scores, first of all. The age of reason in Michigan is 7 years old, meaning that at the age of 7, they think you have the cognitive decision-making skills to not only differentiate right from wrong, but they don't have young adult handcuffs. The same handcuffs they put on a 50-year-old who just committed a heinous crime is the same handcuffs they would put on an 11-year-old like they did in Grand Rapids. And she was crying and had not committed a crime. The same squad cars. There's not a bus or a young people's bus. When it comes to the system, young people are treated, there's not a young people police, a kiddie patrol, a young adult police. It's the same exact adults that come to get adults. If the system is the same playing field when it comes to that, and you have adults judging children and saying that these kids are bad, or these kids over here are bad, or these kids that go to this school are bad, there's no such thing as a bad child. Just throw that out there. But it shouldn't be you all's responsibility to break stereotypes or to like be extra positive because you know what they say. But thank you for being positive, for being winners, for just having good spirits and things like that. I say that because so many people, you can't be broken in this society, sadly. So I want to know, I've already heard some different things as far as more than just the business, just more about your human level. But what's next? What's next for the business? Like, I heard that multi-millionaire franchise idea. Without giving away trade secrets or anything like that, like can we look for products in the stores coming up, some commercials, some collaborations? What's next for Layla?
Right now, I'm chilling right now. I'm just trying to get this building together still. You know, I still have some work to do. But mainly is I do have a friend. She's been my friend for 4 years. She is in and out of the juvenile system. And I'm trying to get her into that because she has it's a hard life. I'm gonna say that. I want to make sure she's safe, and my goal is to make sure she has a housing and she's loved and she knows she's loved, so that she doesn't do anything that you know that she shouldn't be doing. And so at the end of the day, that's my main goal, is to make sure she's okay.
I love that. Support, the same support and encouragement that you mentioned. We all need it. We all need it. Thank you for that. That's dope. DJ Boogie, what's next? Tour, collaborations. You still owe me a collaboration. Me and you still got to do something. I want to make a video. Like, I'm so serious. Got the dance group. Just gonna get back there and let y'all do y'all thing. But what's next though?
I haven't fully decided what I want to do next. I definitely want to keep on doing events for my whole life and maybe going to DJ some places that are big. But maybe this having a merch or something little like that. And yeah, I'm not sure like any bigger step I would like to take, but I would definitely like to help anything that anybody needs.
Okay. Okay. Dope. Thank you. Thank you. Young DJ, Young Don, collaboration with Foot Locker, Finish Line, something like that coming up. What's going on with the cleaning service? What you got up? What's next?
Um, maybe a collaboration. I don't know, but
Okay.
might try to like start helping people because I love to like put smiles on other people's faces.
Yeah, definitely. You like your pops when they come to talk. You say what you gotta say and then you done. But I'm finna pick and pry with all of y'all right now because I know that y'all do some dope stuff that y'all not all the way saying, and I want the people to know. Like, so Young Don, DJ with his cleaning service, did a collaboration with Speak It Forward and did some cleaning for some shoes that will be donated to people in the community in need of shoes. I thought that was a dope collaboration, and got to give you your props for that. For you spoke about giving back, but you have already started on that path of doing for others and donating your time, as well as it's an entrepreneur, but it goes both ways a lot of times. Like, yes, you're getting some compensation, but what you did, there was no way to compensate somebody that can do those many shoes that will be gifted to the community for people who maybe have not had the opportunity to have those shoes. So I'm thanking you for that and asking you, you want to say anything about that, about just that service of being able to, touch people like that?
Um, it was like, cause I wish I could have seen their smiles, cause I know they were probably smiling, and they looked really nice too.
Yeah, you did a great job. You did an excellent job on them. And then I'm gonna kick it over to DJ Boogie because, like you said, big things, and it's like, well, hold on. I watch you DJ at Western Michigan University, the college. For those who don't know, WMU. I've watched you multiple events at different places, including the State Theater. Like the State Theater, like that's big. Like, talk to me about. I know some people that's been doing music for. And your peoples will tell you this, I promise you. People that's been doing music for 15 years plus that have not got a chance to touch the State Theater stage. You have already touched that stage. Like, how does that feel?
It feels really good knowing that I don't know if they made this official yet, but they made the State Theater like a national spot. Like you can maybe see on a map. I don't know, but so it definitely, I definitely feel this type of way that like I definitely could have done this without my two parents. I probably wouldn't be this far. So feeling that I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and I already been on the State Theater. I think that's nuts. So it's definitely the biggest gift. I would I'm definitely gonna remember this. It feels really good because like I know that like I can look back and just say I done these things and yeah, I don't know what else to really say about that. It's just
I think you said it. Yeah. I think you said it. It's just awesome because if you already doing that, like you said, in like just 3 years, who knows? The sky, no, there is no limit. Yeah, quit saying the sky, there is no limit. keep it up, and thank you as well. And now I'm gonna tell you, so all you have to do is Google Layla, and then you put a C, and it already just spells it out for you. And that's like, so me as being an artist, a professional artist musically, that was one of my greatest feats, was to be able to tell people, well, hold on now, I'm not playing with this. You can Google me and see that I'm not playing, and see what, look at my work. I took that very serious, because a lot of people, you know, they try to play sometimes like, oh, well, you local. It's like, oh, stop, hold on, wait a minute. I really do this. Check me out. When I Google, and I'm on there now, and I'm like, wow, you all over the place. Like, it's just, and it don't stop. You just keep going and keep going and keep going. And it's just so much news. You have to feel super proud. I don't want to put words in your mouth and say what you have to do. I'm proud seeing it. I'll say that, and it's dope. But just, I wanted you to just speak on that a little bit, because all of y'all have been so modest. You're not really tooting your own horn and really bragging, and that's cool that you're humble. But we got to give y'all props too, though. We got to give y'all props. Y'all bad. Like, Layla, talk to me for a minute. Like, you everywhere. You popping. Layla Cool Pops is popping. Talk to me.
I mean, I think this is like another step forward to like my goal, but I'm very proud of myself, because I didn't even know that. I don't look up my website barely. And so the fact that you did it and it just popped up like that, I don't know, I kind of feel kind of special a little bit. But no, I don't know. I just could not do this like without the support of this community, plus my parents. Um this dream that I had, I did not think it would be this big of a reality. And I'm so grateful for the opportunities that I've had and that I will have in the future. And I can't wait to create bigger things.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I have to say too, because personally, I know y'all peoples. So that's how I talk for saying I know y'all related to. You know what I mean? So this is so dope to me, to be in spaces with y'all's peoples, doing work, doing impactful work in the city and in the community. And y'all not just there in the back, kicking your feet, drinking water, flipping something upside down, bored on your phone. You're somewhere doing business. And the more the community gets to know y'all as young individuals and people, it's like, wait a minute, you say that again? What? Wait a minute, say this part again? Like, young DJ, young Don doing the shoes. It's like, this young man he does basketball, just did cross country, does well in school, you know, is polite, well mannered. He don't have to do a business. Like, that could just be good enough. Just the fact that he doesn't, bother anybody or throw rocks at cars on Westnedge or something, outside his father's business or something. That's like good enough. But he took it extra, DJ Boogie. You could just go live on Facebook and just play good music for people and say, all right, y'all, on my way to Wendy's, peace. And no disrespect to anybody who works at Wendy's. I'm not putting, we need everybody plays different roles, and we need everybody. But you could use your skill set, or like DJ said, the life skills, you can use that for something all the way different. But you use it and you're making an impact and you put smiles on people's faces. Layla, I was at we didn't get a chance to meet officially in person when I came to the Lewis Walker Institute for a hip hop thing that Dr. Luchard Wallace did. And you had a crowd around you. So I was able to like speak, but you literally had it. We should have did a collaboration, like, and I'm throwing this out there, so think about it. Layla Cool Pops with hip hop, something like that. Hip hop and Layla Cool Pops together, because I think that would be kind of dope. Because watching your energy in that room, you had it literally was no less than about, I say 8 to 9 people in about a half a circle asking you questions. I thought you were finna drop a song or something. I was like, am I missing something? Like, what's going on? And when I put 2 and 2 together and was like, oh, okay, that's your daughter. Wow. So I was able to speak, but so many people had questions, orders, and asking about the store and things like that. I was like, wow. And then COVID hit like right after that. So everything was like on lockdown. So just watching all of y'all in the community and hearing the different things, the work, the, like I said, knowing y'all's peoples, but seeing y'all making y'all own impact. I got an idea. We talked about it a little bit offline, and that's a possible art hop pop-up shop that you all will get the dates locked in, and you will have emailed everything. We want to invite you all specifically to like lead it, maybe have your tables, but also be guest speakers today to talk to some of the other up and coming entrepreneurs. There's other people who want to get into something, but they don't know where to start sometimes. You all could be like, some of the torch carriers for that generation of really inspiring a lot of people. I feel like I'm talking a whole lot, so I'm gonna shut up because I want to hear more from y'all. But I had to make sure that I lifted up the dope work that you all do, and how I just get to stand back. Like I said, I know y'all's people, so I get to just stand back and be smiling like, look at this, and tell other people. And that's what's exciting about me, to be able to do this with like Truth Talks, is to be able to say, can we put them on Truth Talks and interview them and hear from them? So again, let's hear from y'all. Anything that you want to say business wise, not what coming up next or anything like that, but is there any other entrepreneur ideas? Like DJ Boogie, has any artists reached out to you about collaborating? DJ schools, are any basketball teams or any of these football teams got with you yet? And Layla, as far as catering, we do a lot of different events. Are you available for some of the things that will be coming up to put on the catering list to have as like dessert? So those are my next questions. So I'm gonna start with young DJ. How do we connect you with sports teams, or have you, whether it's basketball, football? Where are they getting their shoes clean? And is that something that you would be interested in?
Yeah, that's something I would be interested in. I have to try to reach out, because yeah, I like all the teams, and I'll try to reach out.
Well, we got people watching. Y'all y'all know what he does. He cleans shoes. He does a great job. We also have a part 2 of the community giveaway. So there will be other shoes that will be donated to community members. So y'all look forward to that. And I'm throwing that out there right now. DJ Boogie. Any collaborations? Somebody reached out, want to, besides me, I'm putting my bid in. I'm putting my bid in. I'm telling you. I don't know you professional. We can work out the money, work out whatever, but I'm putting my bid in because I don't know if nobody else see what I see, but I know. But that's that.
Yeah, I'm always open to a event anytime, but mainly during the summer because that's when it's free during the school year. There's sports, school and all that, bedtime, it's a different household in some places. So, but yeah, definitely over the summer, it's a great time to hit me up. So my Instagram is DJ Bug. So if you guys ever want to check out my page, if you want to, and I'll say it again, DJ Bug. So yeah, it's all lower caps. So
And throw that in the chat if you can, so people can people watching can see that. And
okay.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I already got some dates that I'm gonna be talking to you about. And yeah, we going. And Layla, can we start putting you on the menu for different things, or not all the time to overwork you, but some collaboration with some of the different things that we do? And when I say we, I'm saying like there's a plethora of different organizations. There's always, I'm not gonna put nobody on blast, but yeah, I think I can say it. Yeah, we eat a lot of Jimmy John's, Panera, Shawarma King. Yeah, we starting to get some other stuff now. I think I can say that. We can we get some Layla Cool Pops?
Well, of course. Like, who wouldn't want some? I got some goodies that you guys can have. Like, just, you can hit me up at laylascoolpops.com, or if you reach out to me on Instagram, and usually on my website, you can call me, and we can fill in your orders anytime.
Dope. See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so, and I want to say this. I do a lot of different things, and I love the work that I do with Speak It Forward. I love the work I do with TRutH. I'm also an artist, like I said, so just being an entrepreneur doing that. I would like to help, just personally, I would like to see for myself. And I want to talk to some people after this call offline about some commercials. And getting some commercials aired. What do y'all think about a collaborative, something like that? Yeah. Okay. I got some ideas because I think all of y'all definitely deserve as much light and support as you can, and just brainstorming. Any last words that y'all want to say before we shut down today? Anything that you want to say?
So I'd just like to thank the whole community of Kalamazoo for supporting this every event. I don't ever see no one throwing tomatoes at anybody unless, but we don't talk about that. So basically the support in Kalamazoo is just so amazing. Everybody's so kind and everything. And like, I just love this place and it's forever in my heart. So I just want to thank you. Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you for that. Thank you.
I want to thank you, Ed, for having me today.
Appreciate that. That's what's up. Thank you for being here.
I want to thank you, Ed, and everyone else for watching us, because you guys could be doing so much other things. And also thank you guys for just being an amazing community and supporting us with every decision or everything we do. Even if the idea might sound a little crazy, you still support us. So thank you.
Y'all are dope. Like, this is one of the most fun conversations that I've had on the Truth Talks. We didn't have to be extra serious, but y'all said some very serious and important things. Being able to pay your bills is serious. I know a lot of adults that they have a talent and they don't know how to use the talent to get paid. And so y'all have already mastered that, like what Young Don DJ said, a life skill that can get you paid. I love that all of y'all have an energy. Everybody's smiling and talking happy. Like, this is fun. This is nice. I enjoy doing this. Not like, yeah, somebody's making me behind closed doors. This is really not my business. Somebody's making me do something. I don't like it. I want to stop. It's like, this is fun. This is great. I'm winning. And like Layla said earlier, like, I don't even feel all the way powerful because I'm still harnessing and collecting power. That sounded like I saw a superhero. It was the Black Panther. That's who it was. And the more hits he took on the suit, it was kinetic. So it was just building up that much more momentum. And that's what I was picturing as Layla was talking, like, uh-oh, if the suit is getting more powerful now, the explosion is just going to be ridiculous. And I think I look forward to witnessing all of you all just keep winning and keep being successful. And thank you. Thank you all for taking the time to be here today. Thank you for being young, bright, shining spears that's like, the world didn't do its number on me, because it will do a number on people and have you staring off in the sky, riding the city bus, listening to songs from the 90s and contemplating, what do I do? Do I move? Is it the city? Is it my friends? Is it this? And sometimes we don't mean to, but we can allow the negative voices or the negativity of the world to start dimming our light. And we're not as bright as you all are. So I got to give y'all props for shining so bright and not allowing the negativity of the world, the pandemic. We all are in that. Nothing dim that light. Y'all like, yeah, sign me up. Yeah, reach out to Layla Cool Pops. Yeah, sign me up with Foot Locker, football team, basketball team. Yeah, book me for events, summertime. Let me get to school. And all of y'all are intelligent, doing the school part. I gotta ask y'all that part. For any young entrepreneurs that's still going to school while they're doing their business, I forgot to ask that part. How important is keeping going to school and making sure your grades don't slack because you actually have a business? Making sure you're not telling the teacher, like, anybody listening to you, I got my own business. What you talking about? Not letting the ego. How do you stay focused with the schoolwork and that? And anybody can just jump in.
So I think the school is a lot more important than anything, because without an education, there's a lot of errors where you come across in life. So I know that, like, we've been starting this thing every week. Our parents check our grades, and it determines whether we get a chill on the weekends or not. So school is like the biggest thing, because I remember when I went to a private school and they didn't have grades, which is a little weird. But then after I switched to public, it was a lot more different. It was a lot more harder, and we really had to step our game up. And then really going through private to public, it's a big difference. So no matter really the school you're going to, you want to take it very important because yes, you have this talent that you can always use and it'll make you like it'll be good for you in life and you can rely on it. But also what if that slips off and you need to get a job and they check your school records and stuff and it doesn't look too good. So making sure you have that education first is a lot more important than anything you do. That's my opinion.
That's real. That's real. Young Don, young DJ, Layla, I'm waiting for you because I know what your mother does. So before going to you and asking you about school, I know young Don, both your parents, education is key. I already know. But how do you feel as a young entrepreneur to say that aligns with you being an entrepreneur? Is school important?
Yeah, I think school is very important because it could help me learn stuff along the way that I didn't even know I could learn, and it could also help me like if I have a problem with my business and I'm thinking I could use like something I learned from school to like help 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 me with the problem.
That's real. That's real. Yeah. Okay, so Layla, same question. How important is school, or is it important with your entrepreneur?
It's definitely important. There's always like a more respect level when you have a higher education or when you have an education in general. I'm not saying you have to go get a college degree or have a degree in general, but just like respect level and also just a lot of learning like valuable lessons that you learn from school, even though you might be like, oh, I don't want to do this, and you complain a lot, you end up learning something and you're like, wow, like this really helped me later on in life. And then I don't know, I just I think keeping your head on your shoulders and making sure you stay focused, it's also a way of going out in life and doing stuff you want to do and then also having education. You can bring it together because I know something that I had to learn is being patient and also working hard. Being a hard worker in a business also goes into going to school, getting those A pluses and A's. You have to work really hard for that. So without school, I feel like I would not really know what hard work looked like exactly, personally.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I like how you frame that. Like school laid a lot of template down for the things that you all are doing now. Um, you can pull a lot from the school. Definitely structure. Um, DJ Boogie lifted up the whole reward system with the A's and the A pluses and the things like that. That translates to the not tomatoes, like you said, when you're performing. You know, the smiles are the A pluses when we're on stage or when we deliver a product and people are happy with it. That is that A plus or that gold star. I'm just like, I have to ask y'all again, please name how people can get in contact with you. So anybody watching, not just us, because we're going to be greedy and make sure that we get y'all lined up with a whole lot of stuff. I promise you, between TRHT, Speaking For It, the Blocks Club Initiative, Parents United, Isaac, we got some stuff that we thinking of. So I just want to make sure y'all know that we've been, like I like to say, plotting. We've been plotting. So y'all name been coming up a whole lot. So look forward to like this spring, this summer, definitely getting some extra checks, extra support, extra encouragement is needed. And salute to y'all. Please name your places again. I did see Ebony put something up, but please shout out your businesses again and where we can get y'all business going.
So you can contact me. My email is jagfish@gmail.com, all lowercase, and I'll say that one more time, jagfish@gmail.com, and the G's is G. So yeah, and my Instagram is DJ Bud, like I said, DJ and then lowercase Bud. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
For me, you can reach me at Layla's Cool Pops on all platforms. Instagram, my email is laylascoolpops@gmail.com. My website. I haven't really memorized my phone number, so if you go on my website and scroll all the way down, you probably will find that too. But that's where you can find me.
Oh, thank you.
All right, for me, you can reach me. You could just call me at 269-779-2515.
Okay, so we got get your shoes clean, get some desserts, get you some good music in your life, and meet some cool people along the way. I think you can't beat that. And some cool people that's about to transform the future. So I would say if you haven't had the opportunity to connect with these young, amazing entrepreneurs, please do so now before it costs $5,000 to DJ Boogie or Layla Cool Pops is only available at the restaurants that sit in the sky, or young DJ Young Don is only cleaning shoes that cost $700 and up. So we want to make sure we support all the way. And I feel like you all are extraordinary entrepreneurs like right now, and people should definitely be tapping in. Just to know y'all, honestly, just to be able to wave if they see you in traffic and say, hey, I know you. You all are amazing spirits. So I hope the community gets to know y'all in that regard. But I definitely hope that they support y'all business, support the business, support the business, support the business. And again, this has been another Truth Talks. Thank y'all so much for being here. So much. This has been dope. Peace. We out. All right.